Yo, it's Slade and Wade podcast. We're back after our 3-month hiatus.
Our other podcast name is Hiatus X Hiatus.
Yes,
That is
hiatus,
what we
X,
are.
hiatus, hiatus the Mercs. We're back.
Yes,
we're talking
sir.
about. We're changing our flow and style. We're showing our beautiful faces. Yes, I wear glasses, and it might go focus and autofocus. Fucking focus, you stupid camera.
These are in fact stretch marks because I'm so freaking jacked.
Fucking jacked.
It's not because I like bacon, egg, and cheeses.
No, it's not. It's also not doing this. So, fucking Quagmire is shit out of the arms. But first things.
Too
Um,
distracted.
so, yo, have you watched the Suicide Squad?
Yeah, man. Me'll watch that thing, man. Me'll watch that thing.
You know, I just realized I didn't know that the earliest release was July 28th. Was that like for the early screening?
Press?
Yeah, for press.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay.
it was for press.
Not for us mere peasants.
Yeah, like I remember like the reviewers were like, "Oh, like, you know, if you try hard enough, even as like a normal person, you can go and see Suicide Squad early." They really wanted to get it out there to the people. I can see why. It's a good movie.
It's a good ass movie. Now, everyone is like really addicted to the box office numbers over here. What we got going on? We got $26 million, right?
Domestically, yeah.
Domestically, yeah. And then worldwide is 71 million. So, not the best, you know, for something that came out like last week officially for us presents.
Yeah, and you know, we have to acknowledge that with those numbers come multiple asterisks. You know, like the public was interested, but there's this virus going around. You might have heard of it.
Wait. There's a virus going around? What the fuck is going on here? Like,
there is sort of like this pandemic thing.
Okay.
Right, and like, you know, like people are getting like vaccinated, but not everybody.
No.
And like the states that aren't are like have like really high rates of infection. It's just a coincidence, though.
Yeah. None. Dude, I enjoy this fucking movie. This movie is fucking awesome. James Gunn, legendary. My favorite character would be the shark.
Nanawe, the king shark.
Num. Easiest money.
My favorite character is Starro the Conqueror.
Oh, Starro the Conqueror.
Which I mean, spoiler, but not spoilers in the trailer. Like,
it's out there.
And I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to assume Starro's gender. It's a starfish, dude. What are we supposed to do?
You don't know his feelings. You don't know his fucking gender and sexuality.
You don't know their feelings, okay? Toxic
it's
much.
They, them. Literally, it's them on day because he has like a bunch of starfish coming out of his armpits and shit. Or maybe it's him doing like, you know, he's doing like a freaking
fusion dance.
Yeah, like a fusion dance, or he's doing a
Starro is all gender. It's because he just take over your body. Man, woman, child, it doesn't matter.
I gotta say it's coming out of his pussy hole.
They will take it over.
Penis hole. He's doing it for like a style. He's just like bending to the side, like
The Slade Wade Podcast is now rated R.
We'll probably get clean from.
Let's work our way up to NC-17, baby. Let's go. We'll get there. You can't handle all this.
Dude, yeah. I mean, the movie was pretty dope. They had a badass showing of it. I fucking enjoyed the shit out of this movie, bro.
Is it still available on HBO Max? I believe it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is. The thing is crazy is that all these wonderful people, Sylvester Stallone being King Shark,
Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn,
John Cena, Fucking
Yeah.
John Cena.
Peacemaker.
Yo,
the
he was
best
actually pretty
character.
good, man. That scene he had with Bloodsport, amazing. I love that scene.
Oh yeah, I like the scene where they I no spoilers, but they attack like this camp and they just take out everybody, and then you just like run into the guy that they're trying to rescue, and it's just like, what did you guys just do?
Yeah.
That was a big moment, and you're just kind of like, oh yeah, these guys are the villains trying to do hero stuff
Right.
because the government's making them or they're blow their heads off. So they can make mistakes.
They can do a lot of stuff, honestly.
Yeah. But at the end, everybody kind of is somewhat of a hero, except for a few characters. And the beauty of it is that Suicide Squad people actually die in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, a lot of people that you think wouldn't die died in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So that's our.
But your big ticket actors,
No,
Margot
but there's
Robbie
big ticket
is,
actors that died.
Well, yeah.
So
Everybody loved Nathan Fillion as a detachable kid, and
oh my God.
I'm sorry, but he is not doing a lot. So
He just spoiled it. So you see, he just fucking spoiled the goddamn movie already. It's already done. My favorite character, actually,
hopes for the detachable
fucking Weasel,
kid.
bro. The Weasel. You saw to the end, right? You saw.
Yeah.
The Weasel, man, MVP, bro. He survived. He survived it all. He's a king. He's more king than King Shark.
That's kind of a huge spoiler, but I mean, hey, that's fun. That's fun. It doesn't have a whole lot of bearing on the plot. But yeah, bottom line, go out and watch it. Yeah. I give Suicide Squad like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, same fucking great fucking movie. I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Give James Gunn all of the movies. He could do Marvel, DC, independent comics. Let him do an Invincible movie. I don't care. Let him do it all.
But Invincible would be so easy for him.
Yeah, it would. It kind of matches his style, actually,
a little bit.
But yeah, there was another Marvel film, small indie project called
Pause. Did my man just say another small Marvel? This man can't tell the difference between Marvel and DC. What the fuck is... This man can't tell the difference.
I'm sorry, James Gunn, Guardians of the Galaxy, that's Marvel. Suicide Squad, DC. Yes.
This man can't tell the difference. He can't.
They're all the same.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm like I'm one of those people. It's like I don't see color. I don't see comic book company.
All right, so
they're all the same to me.
Black Widow. There's some scenes in Black Widow that I thought that it was not even her. Like, it didn't even look like her.
Well, it probably wasn't. It was probably her stunt double.
Her stunt double, yeah. Like, the whole drop scene where she dropped to the corridor. Was it corridor? What do you call it? The little bridge. Her face does not look like her face at all. Maybe that's...
I couldn't even see that close. I mean, in the theater, it's just kind of like... things just happen and they're just like things go by so quickly, and you're just like wrapped up in the energy of it all, and you're just like, whoa. But yeah, it's not...
mind you, I'm playing the trailer in the background while we're
so you're literally seeing her face.
Yeah, you're seeing her face. That's what I'm saying.
It's I mean, look, it's a movie. It does what it needs to do. Would have been great if it came up before Infinity War, but
so are we doing a spoiler-free version or spoiler on this one? Because I have some things to say. I'm holding off or not holding off.
Skip ahead if you haven't seen the movie, ladies and gentlemen, or just mute. Go get a cup of coffee and come back if you haven't seen Black Widow.
Yeah, come back if you've seen it. Yeah. I want to say that, so you got your warning right now. All right, so fuck this. First of all, her sister, fucking hot, if you want to call me. I'm still kind of... she's beautiful. I did not like what they did with Taskmaster. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be maybe the vocal minority about this, but
I think everybody, for the most part, feels the same way.
it's like now, what's the point is of Taskmaster now? Like, what is the point of her character? It's not him. It's her character now. So,
Well, I don't know. Maybe in the future, right? Like somebody else takes up the mantle, and
she's a hero now.
just replace-
She's gonna be a hero. There's no reason for her to go against Black Widow. She literally got saved. She was
yeah, but
brainwashed.
maybe she'll open up a bed and breakfast, and just move out to the countryside, just sell the soup for parts.
Ooh. And then get hit by a Tony Stark missile, and then gets a vengeance and becomes the evil Taskmaster.
Look, one person can only survive so many explosions.
Yo, Tony, your fucking missiles are causing national nemesis all around you, man. We have all these fucking superhero enemies popping left and right. What's wrong with your fucking missiles, all right? Calm down. Like, but we gotta test them out. No,
Hey, look,
fuck.
Give the break. Give the guy a break, man. First of all, spoilers. He's dead. So,
In
cut
this
the
dimension,
slack.
in this realm, yes. But we learned that. I mean, I was wondering this too, because remember, Grimolda. I said Granola. Gamora. Jesus Christ. Gamora is technically back, even though it's her past version of herself. But that means you could literally go back in time, grab someone, or even go to another dimension, like we learned with Loki, and grab someone and be like, all right, Black Widow's back, Iron Man's back, deuces. Like, that's how it is right now. So, that's a fucking Saturday Night Live. The SNL version of Black Widow's gonna play right now. I have to stop.
Oh
it.
God, I love that. I love that. It's so good.
This is gonna play right. I'm just gonna put there's some tasty imagery in the background real quick. Oh, there we go. So yeah.
It's a rent it,
It's a rent it. Wow. This man said rent it. Honestly, yeah, the action, while some things were cool, I didn't like that the most hype scene I was waiting for, where it was Taskmaster literally like crashing down on the debris, floating in midair with her sword, and I look like I'm about to attack Black Widow, and then it become like the most anticlimax scene.
Yeah.
It was just like, all right.
Yes. My thing is like everything was just like, passable. Like you did it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
You did what you needed to do. Nothing more. You didn't overachieve. Just you got your marks.
Yeah.
You did your Marvel quips.
I expected to for a
Without
fighter.
Florence Pugh, you failed without Florence Pugh. you failed without the vest scene.
Yeah.
Ooh, it has so many pockets. It's nice.
Yeah, the vest scene, her landing on poses, like, oh, that pose, disgusting.
The superhero pose.
She
yeah.
saved the fucking movie in terms of comedy scenes and just her character.
Yeah.
She had a heavy accent.
Which people say like, oh, the Marvel quippy stuff is getting boring now, but you can still have fun with it.
Yeah,
like that. It still works sometimes.
My thing is that for a movie based off a heavily martial artist, hand-to-hand combat person like Black Widow, it lacked any good fight scenes. Like, I still remember vividly, like, Cap versus Winter Soldier and the knife. That shit had me on my, oh shit, the knife. Oh, he just dropped it. He was doing all that.
He dropped it from one hand. He caught it with the other. And then he came up. Wow.
Yeah. So little basic little things at the time, but it was still like cool. That whole, I don't know.
We're going to come back to the wow.
Wow.
So yeah, 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. I give it a 7 points. I give it a 7.5.
Oh.
Yeah.
C plus.
Yeah, it's sister that saved it for me, man. She was hot. She had good moments. That's it.
Yeah,
And
I
also,
don't really care for Elaine in the end.
was it Captain Russia? Not Captain Russia, Captain Germany.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. David Harbour.
David Harbour's role. Yeah, what's his name?
Not Red Guardian. Was it
Yeah,
Red
it was
Guardian?
Red Guardian, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
His
Yeah.
his shit was funny too. I wish he had more of a bigger moment fighting Taskmaster. It felt like a lackluster
Honestly,
fight.
I zoned out for that whole fight.
Yeah,
I was just
that
like,
fight.
there was no stakes. They're like, I don't care, like
Nothing.
who wins.
Nothing at all. It literally didn't make me like, oh shit, he's super powerful, or oh shit, Taskmaster.
But he was funny.
Yeah.
He was funny when he was on screen.
I think once, I mean, it was kind of a interesting twist showing that Taskmaster was this girl's daughter, but then it's just like, well, this is a fake Taskmaster, right? Like knowing the true Taskmaster in the comics, like I felt like much more of a before the reveal.
And again, it's not just about being a man versus woman,
No.
woman versus man.
Like, if the original Taskmaster was a woman, but she was still badass, I would have got the same feel like, oh shit, she's coming through. Like she's like a Brawlix Samus just destroying everyone. All right, cool. Yeah. But because they changed the character, they changed the whole like background story of it. Now we don't understand, like we don't know what's gonna happen for the story arc of Taskmaster. Where now it's kind of like left in limbo. At least before we had comic references to like, all right, we know these are the stages. This is what we're gonna do. He's always attacking the Avengers in some way or form. He's always like now it's just like, well, now you got Taskmaster that might be just a good guy. And I mean, that's cool, but then it's also like, you already got the overpowered superheroes. We don't mind having some mercenary villain that can literally fight like everyone come along and ruin the party.
Yeah.
It's been cool. Like them fighting.
I wonder if they actually had vibranium claws. They just like
when
they did that bit for a minute where like they scratched like Black Panther, but it's probably not actually vibranium.
For which scene?
When Taskmaster is fighting Red Guardian, I think she whipped out the vibranium claws. I don't remember. Sorry, it was just a weird thing. I just remember. It's just like
maybe there is. I mean,
it's interesting.
If we could look up the footage, we could put it up in there if we want to. If we're not that lazy. We might be that lazy though.
Minimal effort is our slogan for this episode.
Yes, super minimal. You see this? You're gonna see me typing the search bar and everything. So, appreciate all that love. Next thing, what we got?
Shang-Chi, my friend. Shang-Chi. It's just a minute-long new trailer. We got a trailer for Shang-Chi a couple months ago.
Yeah.
It's looking good. There's a guy with a sword for a hand, as Taika Waititi would say.
Literally, yeah, sword for his hand. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, God, he's got a name.
I don't know why I thought about Cable for some reason.
I can't remember the guy. The guy's name in the comic book character. He is based off a comic book character.
Okay.
And he cuts a bus in half. Crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Are
you thinking this is gonna be a good one, or this might be like a cliche,
honestly,
because
I think it's gonna be pretty good. Like I feel like it's gonna have like some kung fu movie energy.
No, I already can tell. This is gonna be a Black Panther moment right here.
Oh,
there's a part in the scene at 41 seconds in. You just see a bunch of people fighting in the background, and there's a lion coming mid-air.
Yeah.
I already could feel the Black Panther last scene that I would have thought would have been epic, but was like, eh. So hopefully, their CGI is up to snuff.
So the really cool thing about this, you're gonna see is Abomination is in it.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, you passed it already. But Abomination is fighting like Wong from Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah.
like it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. What's going on here? Yeah, I think it's at like 30 something seconds.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
I'm still trying. I'm trying to get a feel of the animation. I don't know. You know, I'm an animation guy, so I'm like, man, the CGI, if it's good or not.
It looks good. I mean, it doesn't look that good when Taser Fist, I think that's his name from the comics. He like he cuts the bus in half.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi doesn't look that good in the air
Oh.
when he's trying to like catch the second half. But
Hey man, as long as they're doing better than oh yeah, I can see what you're talking about.
yeah, he looks like a little bit like a video game character for a second.
Dude, what the fuck? Oh,
But just for like a split second.
Oh, that's not. I'm thinking he actually cut the bus in half and half. This is just, you know, the little rubber part. Yeah, the rubber parts between two carts of buses that they just smushed together. Yeah. Yeah. It's nothing. I thought it was like so much force that he actually cut it in half. Like, oh shit, all right. At least he knows his strength. You're just cutting rubber, bro.
Yeah, it's not that crazy.
So September 3rd. Oh, it's right around the corner. So, are we doing? What are we doing for this one? Disney Plus or watching in theaters?
Oh, I'm a theater guy now.
Theater guy?
I'm 100% a theater guy now.
We're gonna put our masks on and everything, and just like show our vaccine cards and shit. Like, it's like. But yeah, this seems pretty cool though. It looks really interesting. I do want to see what I'm not super aware of this character as much. So, is there a lot of connection between Shang-Chi and Doctor Strange, like in their story arcs?
I think there's more connection with Iron Fist than anything else.
But Iron Fist is pretty much dead, like in terms of Marvel.
So I don't know what they're gonna do with that.
Unless they pull off a DC and call it the Iron Fist.
I mean, there's also, the Mandarin is his father, so he's in that way he's kind of connected to Iron Man.
Yeah,
that guy.
Mandarin, the way they handle Mandarin in Iron Man was, right? If I'm remembering correctly?
Yeah, but there's like a deleted scene after the fact thing that Marvel released where it's like, oh, you were just using the Mandarin's name and you weren't the real Mandarin.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I was like, yo, what is this bootleg Mandarin here?
Hail to the King, I think. It was like a little short. So this is supposedly the real Mandarin, and he's like apparently like very old. Yeah. Like, you know, that scene with the lion and stuff, that's like an ancient war from like long ago. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of stuff going on in that trailer.
Okay.
That guy's name is probably not Taser Fist. I think that's a guy who was in Guardians of the Galaxy already. Fact check me, bro. Always. I'm always wrong.
Let us know. Oh, Shane, we're looking at you, bro. Fact checks us, all right? He's gonna tell us like in a second, like, you guys were fucking wrong.
You're way off.
Way off. What the hell is wrong with you guys?
It was actually Sword Arm Guy. That was his name.
That Sword Arm dude, man. You gotta get it right.
How do you not remember Sword Bro?
Sword Bro. Let's see. So Loki is the next on our list of shit to talk about.
More Marvel. We're shoving Marvel.
Yeah, we're just shoving the shit out of Marvel right now, out of our asses.
They make good stuff.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good stuff.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got like a 98% hit ratio. They're pretty good. They rarely, like, we don't even talk about Dark World. And they, like, in hindsight, they contextualize Dark World as like, oh, some good stuff was happening in Dark World.
Dude, in hindsight. Fuck. I forgot what was it. Was it, damn it. But I saw something recently that made jokes. Was it Loki?
Well, also,
No. Was it Loki or something with Ryan Reynolds that was making jokes with about Dark World?
Yeah. There was a a commercial with Taika Waititi's character.
Exactly. Yeah, the stone guy. Yeah.
Korg.
Yeah, he's promoting Free Guy, The movie.
Yeah, which
like,
we are going to see.
Yes.
If not tomorrow,
Tomorrow, hopefully.
At the time of this recording.
Yes, exactly. We'll probably upload this and be regretting because we didn't make any cuts. But who cares? So
I'm gonna get canceled. Loki, yes, Loki was a Disney Plus series.
Yeah.
That aired.
Yeah.
In the time frame that was between now and the last podcast. 3 months ago. So we planned this. So we knew it was going to take a while. For the series to end.
Yeah.
We just wanted to,
I'm trying to. I should prep these videos ahead of time. Put like filler shit of the Loki show in the background. I keep just replaying the trailer. I just keep scrubbing through it, like, oh yeah, she's hot.
You gave yourself a tough job.
So spoiler review. So if you haven't watched it, deuces. We'll see you another time.
You have months. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, what's wrong with you, man? We haven't done shit for like 3 months. Come on. Loki. First of all, the most important scene in Loki is the fucking cat. That cute ass cat is so fucking adorable.
What's wrong with you?
What are you talking about? Look, it's a cute cat. That's a cute. You can't say that's not a cute cat.
If it's not a flirkin, I don't care.
It's a cute, adorable cat.
With you right
little
now.
Kitten. All right, fuck it. Whatever. So
it was cute.
Yeah. I would give Loki, honestly, for my whole honest opinion, a solid 8.5.
Yeah, it was good. I think it's better.
It's way better than Cap.
When you have a TV series, you can't always be hitting every single episode. No. Right? Like there's some episodes I enjoy more. Yeah. Like what was it? The second to last episode. I loved the one where all the Lokis are like in the
all like in the little cupboard, like, or not cupboard, like in the little
little hole in the ground, in the hideout.
Yeah.
And Alligator Loki, everybody's new favorite character, bites off President Loki's hand, and it's just like insanity. It's so fun. That was my favorite episode. Like that episode for me is like a 10. Like I was just the whole time, and then you had classic Loki going, "Glory, purpose."
Yeah.
and sacrificing himself.
And that's Sean's voice breaking up again. His mic can't handle it. It's gloriousness.
Too excited.
It's too much.
Glorious purpose.
This is the Aramis horror version of the podcast. We're done with that. Yeah, I mean, all that was good actually. All the Easter eggs. I would give it a 9. I just think that
Owen Wilson was great. Underutilized.
Super underutilized. I think a lot of people got turned off a little bit with the Can and Conquer a bit. Like it kind of lost a lot of people. I
mean, it was kind of like
I understood.
It felt like a much longer version of Falcon's speech in the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah. I'm sorry, Captain America's speech. Yeah. It was a lot like that, where it was just like. Yeah. It was just like, I'm going to tell you now for 15 minutes exactly everything that was going on, and here are the things that you did right.
Drawn out, it felt really drawn out. Like, dude, you could have just done a beautiful CGI screen about what happened here.
But he was fun. And,
no, he was. He was an interesting character. It was
cool, but that I think my problem is more so with like. The pacing of that episode, it felt just like everything stopped and we're just in this room and we're talking about things that happen.
Yeah, and it was just like, let's just talk for a long fucking. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a lot of like in certain animes, they have like a like some hiatus or whatever, a new season, and the first episode is them just doing a fucking recap where they're all sitting around and like, "Yo, it's crazy what happened last time, right?" And they just talk about it and discuss about it. I'm like, bro, don't make a fucking recap, an episode as a recap.
Well, that's why you can't watch One Piece. Every episode of One Piece is
it's
literally
fucking recap central. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I've been pissed.
It's like everybody, like people used to leave time codes in the comments of like when the One Piece episode actually starts. They're like, oh, 8 minutes 43 seconds. That's when it starts of a 24-minute show.
That's usually for the long intros for certain shows. They always have the time code right there in the comments. Like, yo, just click this time code, bro. You know you want to wait 5 fucking minutes for this recap song title card. Den show, like, look.
Yeah, and like they literally like would replay parts of the last episode.
Yeah, dude, it was bad.
But Loki did none of those things, and
it was
for the
good.
most part, it was enjoyable.
It was good. I enjoyed the ride, but I agree the last episode was a little bit of a slow hitter. Like it was just really just went down. Like, all right, guys, here's a long ass script. Just talk it out. You know,
and I'm not even sure, like, I'm that interested in the season 2. Like, they said from the beginning that there was going to be a season 2, but like,
season 2, yeah.
I mean, I know they can go a lot of different places, and like, I love Tom Hiddleston, and you know, even Sylvie's actress, she's really great.
Yeah.
Don't know what the hell they're going to do with her now. I don't know where she is in the timeline.
Right.
Like, she was at the end.
My thing is that they should really take their fucking time. Invest on CGI because they do have a CGI, but invest on these long talks. Like if they do have to explain something again with like kind of Conquer or whatever.
You think the budget just ran out?
Yeah, I think at the end it did, bro. I think it fucking did.
We don't want to show He Who Remains
because
origin.
all that
We're just gonna
discussion
give you a little
of
like
him, all of him just like talking about what he was.
Here you go.
Doing.
I was once a boy. Here I was.
I got nothing at the show.
Over time, I developed powers. It's like, okay.
So, yeah, it's just like, it didn't show, if it was a visual description, I think people would have been more engaged to see what's going on. But because it was just all him just talking behind his desk while the two Lokis are looking at him like, what the fuck is he talking about? It's at the end of the time, he discussed all that. She was still like, nope, I'm still gonna kill you. Fuck you. And fuck you, you're saying you're lying. She kept saying that. It was like, so what was the point of him discussing 30 minutes of his life?
Well, I mean, I guess it was interesting because the whole time she was like, don't betray me. Don't betray me. Don't betray me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna betray you.
Yeah.
Ha! Get out of here. So yeah. I don't know, but overall, look, enjoyable ride, man.
No, it was good.
I'm going to tell you all about What If.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm not gonna go into spoilers. So What If just premiered. As of this recording, episode 1 is out.
Yeah.
The first episode.
It's all like CGI based, right? It is, yeah. It's cartoon based.
Yeah. It's cartoon. It actually, the animation kind of feels like Archer, which I love. It's great animation. A lot of like a little bit of cell shading. You know, they use a lot of lighting tricks.
Borderlands a little bit. You know.
Yeah. So they have a lot of depth of field. I mean, it's Marvel. They didn't skimp on the animation for this. So basically, the premise of What If is a different scenario from what happened in the original timeline happens in this. So for example, this one, without going too deep into spoilers, instead of Steve Rogers getting the super serum, it is Sharon Carter who gets the super serum.
Yeah.
And she is a great Captain Carter. Yeah. she does her thing, but there's also more implications that happen because you change one thing in the timeline and multiple things change. So there's a lot of surprises and there's a lot of like fun, cool stuff. and I'd like to see the Captain Carter character come back. So it's very interesting.
That was the first episode.
Yeah, that was the
okay.
first episode.
Gotcha.
But each episode is going to have a different focus. One of them,
okay.
one of them is instead of Peter Quill getting taken by the Ravagers, it's our man Black Panther. It's T'Challa. So T'Challa gets taken, and he that's supposedly episode 2. And he becomes a Ravager. So it's kind of just like a different thing. And this is actually the last performance of Chadwick Boseman.
Really?
He did voice acting. Actually, they have a lot of Marvel voice actors for
this.
The
Of
What
course,
If series.
they would. Yeah.
So
I'm kind of surprised because if they want to, they could just use AI to replicate his voice and keep on doing it.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
I hope not. But if Disney
I'm cool with Michael B. Jordan taking over.
Well, no, but I'm saying how because Disney has done it for Star Wars, where they continue a character's arc using a AI face. Mind you, this is not in this, but the guy that fixed Luke Skywalker's face on YouTube got hired by Disney.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. It was like, dude, cool. You do a way better job than our fucking teams. You're hired now. It's like, he's like
honestly, I was like, when I saw that Luke Skywalker scene, I was like, yo.
Yeah, it's
I'm pretty sure I know guys on TikTok and Instagram who do a better job of masking a face onto another person's body.
For sure. We've fucking Lion King, dude. The fucking when they actually replace it, make it look cartoony, that looked way better than the National Geographic version of the Lion King that came out.
Yeah, the 15 minutes of a dung beetle pushing crap across the screen. It's horrible.
It's so bad.
But you had James Earl Jones, didn't you?
Yeah. So
and Beyonce.
Hey. Oh yeah. Beyonce's fucking solo. Prop to her, but still, so I'm excited to watch What If. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm definitely gonna check it out. But damn, yeah, that's been our sponsorship with Marvel and Disney. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We're gonna now continue to our next segment, the fucking animations and anime.
Yes.
What the fuck is Tokyo Revengers?
Okay, Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah.
Is an anime.
Okay.
You can look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
I'm lazy. But basically, it just started. They're about I think 12 episodes in. No. They're there might be more than 12 episodes in. Yeah, it's basically there's been other animes that experiment with time travel.
Yeah.
But this is the kind of underworld of Japan and Tokyo, the gangs, Yakuzas and all that.
Yeah.
And it's very dark. It's violent. I was surprised in the anime they even a character was raped. Nope. It wasn't a known character, but it was somebody who was related to one of the characters.
Did they actually? They didn't show it, right? They just say
they didn't. No, they don't show it, but
okay.
It was
that's good.
But
either way,
it was a lot. So it's a really serious anime. My thing is it's very slow. It takes a lot of time to develop. Yeah. And get through everything because a lot of times in the beginning of anime it's oh, I get my power and then I blaze through and I'm getting stronger every episode. This guy is getting the crap beaten out of him for a lot of the show and he's not learning anything. But sales for the manga have gone through the roof.
Okay,
I think it's the number one selling manga currently. I think it is
shit.
It is topping. It is topping everything. So it's incredibly popular.
Huh.
It might, if it's second to anything, it might just be One Piece right now. It goes up and down, but yeah, it's very popular. And then of course, that's as far as Shonen Jump goes. Then of course there's other companies with other manga that are also doing really well.
So it's more like pretty much a kid in high school, right? Or I'm looking at the trailer right now. It's giving me like different feels to it. A lot of blonde kids.
It's the actual guy, he's like 20 something.
Yeah.
He's a little bit older and he's just kind of like a loser.
Yeah.
And he goes back in time and kind of reclaims his glory. You know, he made a lot of mistakes. He ended up being real soft.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes back and he tries to make himself harder and harder, more gangster. That's basically the plot. It's like, I'm gonna be a gangster, and you don't necessarily have to beat somebody's ass to be a gangster. You just have to look them in the eye and say, "Nah, I don't like that."
I'm a fucking gangster, yeah.
So that's Tokyo Avengers. It's solid.
Okay.
Definitely solid.
I'll definitely check it out.
Next up is My Hero Academia.
Season 5 already?
Yeah. So it's been a controversial season.
How long has it been so far?
What are we like? We're a good amount of episodes in. We've already.
Yeah. I saw a couple episodes. I didn't even get to finish it at all yet. So.
And it's not done yet.
It's just the beginning was just them just doing the team versus each other.
Yeah, the versus fighting class 1B.
Yeah, 1B and I gotcha.
Yeah. It's so the controversy here is that they skipped an arc from the manga. The arc is called My Villain Academia, and it focused on the villains. And apparently there's a thing in Japanese culture where you don't want to make villains relatable characters. You know, it's part of the reason why, like, culturally, like, there's not as many like anti-hero stories in Japan. Like, there's not a lot of like, you know, if you do bad things you get rewarded, you know, kind of stuff. Like, you know, Horikoshi took a whole arc to focus on the villains, and people love it. And they skipped it. They skipped straight over it, and it's partially because there's a My Hero Academia movie coming out, and they wanted to emphasize actually, I think it's just now coming out as we speak in Japan.
But it's not a villain movie.
It's not villain centric. No, it's focused on the Endeavor internship arc. So like it, as of the anime right now, as of recording, they just finished the Endeavor internship arc, and they're kind of moving past that. And I think they're going to do an abridged version of My Villain Academia starting now. As a matter of fact, they even skipped last week's episode, in light of trying to promote the movie more. So so a lot of people aren't happy with that. There's a number of other controversies. You know, there's this thing where Bakugo's birthday is Hitler's, is the same as Hitler's. There's some weird connections to characters.
Pause. When's Hitler's birthday? Like, who the fuck? What? Who knows? So you're saying that
I don't remember
people that was born that day?
Yeah, Bakugo was born on the same day, apparently.
But I bet there's hundreds of people, thousands,
there's a lot
millions
of people
probably born on that day. Are we supposed to say "fuck you"?
Yeah, and that might even be an old controversy because people have known about that for a while now. But every once in a while, My Hero Academia it's so popular that it's just like controversy.
Yeah.
Like Horikoshi, he takes inspirations from a lot of like American things and a lot of things around the world and events that have happened, and sometimes it triggers people. And there's even some stuff going on in the current manga that I don't even know about. That I took a brief look at Twitter, and people were like nervous about what's going on in the manga. So there's always something going on with that anime.
Dude, the fact that they scrapped the entire My Villain arc, which I think
Well, it's a significant arc.
Yeah, because people, honestly, I think a lot of people want to learn more about the actual villain characters.
Yeah, you learn more about Twice and the schoolgirl girl. I forgot her name. I mean, they were already like loved characters. People loved Twice.
Yeah.
Even though he barely appeared. And Dobby, and of course, our main guy,
Hans.
Oh, yeah, Hans guy. I
His
name. He has a really like good name, but I can't remember.
Called Hans.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right now, this arc, like watching it, it's interesting. Season 5, but I fell off it because I just it was like, all right. It was like, yes, it was my favorite characters interacting with each other, having a cool story moment, but it was nothing gripping like the villains when they're involved and the shit that happens over there. Nothing really catches my eye or like, oh, I have to watch next week's episode. It's more like, all right, well, I'll just watch it when the episodes pile up and I could just binge it. Nothing really grasped me. So that's my 2 cents of watching like 3 episodes.
That's probably the best way.
Yeah, because ever since the last villain arc we had, which was Homeboy that fucking literally manipulated matter, it's been chill, pretty much.
Yeah. I do like the Endeavor stuff. Like,
no, yeah, Endeavor was good.
I'm surprised the Endeavor stuff flies because he was an abusive father and husband, and they're kind of redeeming him and making him look good. Especially, in the fight that ended season 4, he was amazing.
Yeah.
So,
awesome.
and he's continues to be amazing. So, it makes you ask yourself, like, oh,
hey man,
just because somebody's done something horrible, do we?
All I know is that I'm gonna ask him over whenever I have a barbecue, bro. I'll never have to worry about grilling any shit ever again, bro. Fuck the charcoal, fuck the gasoline. My man Endeavor's in the building. We want to make some well done burgers, some medium well. Woo, this guy's gonna let up.
I think he only does well done.
Fireworks, bro. You don't even. He's an all-in-one barbecue master for July 4th. There's a fireworks for you. There's a grilling for you. He's everything you need in your life. And if it gets fucking cold, yo, Endeavor, come through over here. Yo, just start some fire real quick. Done. You set. You don't need no one else.
Yeah, but what about when you sweating, you real hot? You don't need a Todoroki to come around.
Yeah, you invite his son over too. You invite his son over. He provides the ice. You don't have to go to the gasoline station and
chill
get
all the
ice,
beers.
bro. Yeah, he provides you the ice. Oh, I want that shit extra cold. Got you. Are you feeling kind of hot? Got you right there with some gentle ice breath. Bong. Yeah, you good. You
invite. So note to self: invite superheroes to your barbecue.
Invite that fire powers and ice powers, pretty much, and you get to go. You don't have to worry about shit. Speaking of elemental powers, Genshin Impact 2.0. Yes. Which I'll be honest, knowing vaguely about this update, it doesn't feel like it's a 2.0, isn't it?
Well,
is it?
I'm wrong. It is significant. I mean, we were treated to the Dragonspine region not too long ago.
That's a point.
This is like, this is Dragonspine times like 8.
Really?
This is like, this is big. You go all the way across the ocean from Liyue, however you want to pronounce it, and you're in this large region, which is essentially the Electro region. Yeah. There's all sorts of new puzzles to do. There's all sorts of new chests, new rewards, new weapons, new upgrades, new characters. So far, we have Ayaka, who is an ice princess. Yeah. She's actually a really good character. I've seen her like destroy things in the Spiral Abyss.
How's the MC with the electric powers?
He's trash. Moving on. his electro burst ability is his E is essentially and then wait 10 seconds for the cooldown. It's like you can't spam his E at all.
So he's not
Like
like
so basically when I play with him, I switch him in, do his E, and then I switch back and continue fighting with another character.
Jesus
His
Christ.
Q allows other characters to hit enemies with electro.
Oh.
And that's kind of cool, but again, it's not focused on the MC.
Yeah.
So the MC doesn't really do that much damage overall.
He's just a supporting character.
I'm sure you could build him to be a destroyer of worlds.
Yeah.
But that cooldown time on his E is just like a
and none of his whatchamacallit, you know how you increase his mastery?
Yeah, elemental mastery and talents.
The talents, yeah, that doesn't reduce anything.
I got his talents like up to 7 and 8, I think, and he's still
trash.
He hits his one hit is good, but it's not better than my Venti, my Zhongli, my Dialogue, my everything. He's supposed to be a 5-star character.
Yeah.
He hits like a 4-star. So, yeah. In any event, and also a lot of people are disappointed with the second character that we just got on the banner, Yoimiya. Yoimiya, I should say.
Is the Ice Girl?
She's no, this is Ayaka was the Ice Girl, Ice Princess.
Is she still available, or she's gone now?
She's gone. Yeah, she's gone. Yoimiya is a 5-star Amber. But she's a little better than Amber because her E allows you to shoot fire arrows consistently without doing a charged attack. So I've seen her vaporize like things, but she can only hit single targets with her bow. Her firework Q does a little bit more AoE, let's say, but it's still like it's not amazing, you know. Again, and this is comparing her. Like I'm sure if we had gotten her in the beginning of the game, we'd be like, "Oh my god, she's broken." Right. But we have so many characters now that it's just like, who cares? You know, like Yoimiya is good, and if you're going for waifus, she's A1.
Yeah, for sure.
but no, she's not doing it. She's not doing it for me. I actually streamed and rolled on this banner, but I did it for the other character that's in this banner, Sayu, who is a little girl who's you know, they do that lolly thing where they're like, actually, she's way older. She's a fully grown adult woman in a child's body. I'm not feeling it either way. Yeah. But nonetheless, she has this E ability that you can zoom around the map in a little sonic whirl bubble and just it doesn't do a lot of damage. Yeah. But it's a fun new mechanic that is just like changes the game.
So she's Sonic, okay.
Exactly.
She's
you can use her psychic. You can use her as fast travel. Apparently mobile players now have an easier time getting crystal flies because she's fast.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, she's different. So yeah, that's basically it. It's just a big new region, a lot of new things to do, new puzzles. I mean, I'll tell you, I did not finish the new content until like I still haven't really finished the new content because I haven't gotten every chest.
Who's this electric waifu? Who just pulled a sword out of her fucking chest?
Yeah, that's Ball. That's the Shogun. Yeah. So in the story, she has a crazy cutscene. She actually like takes away your elements, and like you can't do anything against her except your normal attacks, and she kind of just like wrecks. She's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think when her banner comes out, she is going to be everybody's go-to. She's going to be the character that everybody wants out of this region. And if you don't have a lot of Electro characters, I mean, she's like perfect.
Right.
But yeah, and then there's another character, Sarah, who is a bow user. Another bow user who's good. Like, okay, Her banner hasn't come out yet. They'll probably do Sarah next. I hope not, but they might. I'm kind of hoping
like
that
a guy like this. I'm noticing there's like hardly any guy characters. They're like added in. There's like two, right? There's like a wind dude, right? That's a swordsman, and some other dude. No?
Kazuha. Yeah, Kazuha was before, but yeah, he gets some play in this region. He's around. Yeah, no, there's not a lot of guy characters.
Right, there's none.
They know their market.
Oh, they're bringing back the theater mechanics again.
Yeah, actually, as of just now, I started it.
Is it it's not gonna be a permanent thing. It looks like it's gonna be like every single time.
Yeah, no, it's temporary. It's an event. Yeah. They throw in other mini games in Genshin because you'll play it and you'll need to play it to get the rewards. Yeah. So, like, we've already been over this, like a broken record. Give us more adventure travel content. Give us more in-game stuff. Don't give us more mini games. Yeah. Nobody gives a damn about mini games.
Right.
So it is what it is.
How's the story? Is it actually progressing pretty well? Like actually learning more about the MC and his sisters, or just it's more focused on
as far as that plot goes, there hasn't been much development there, if any. But there's a lot of boring. It's a double-edged sword. There's a lot of boring like trade talk, and you need this much money to do this, and you don't have your passport, and you have to do this, and you have to go to this guy and talk to this guy and do that thing. And
I'm just saying, I'm a little bit excited for the free 5-star character that they're gonna add for us, the Horizon Zero Dawn character.
If you have a PlayStation, you can get a free 5-star character.
Yeah.
And I will be doing that.
Same. Can you get my PC account to PlayStation?
If anything, just for trying it, just for it takes no effort.
It's a free 5-star. Yeah. Like, why not do it? Yeah. I hope they don't, because I have a feeling either she's gonna be a bow and arrow, or she might be because her weaponry is like all over the place. She could be like Child.
And Horizon, you have.
Oh wait,
yeah, you have a lot of options, right?
She could be like Child. She could do bow and arrow like Child, and then if she wants to do the spears. It would just be like a mechanical bow and arrow, and then it'll switch into like a staff or whatever. They could actually pull it off.
What element would she wield? Would she even wield an element?
Most likely, maybe wind.
Yeah, and emo.
That's the safe bet. I don't think anything else would. Either that or electric, because of the robots.
Okay.
Technology wise, but I think it'd either be wind or electric.
Yeah.
That's my safe bet.
Or could it be Geo?
Nah.
Nah, maybe not. Yeah. She doesn't control the ground.
I mean, the color scheme that they're giving her doesn't really tell us what she is, because usually you see a clear red or purple or green, etc. So you know the element offhand. But her, she's bluish, which is like, she's not water. She's nowhere near water. Like, in terms of element.
How would she be water? She grabs a glass of water.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me. So it would have to be an enema or
like the force of her attacks shoots wind out.
Wind, right? Yeah. Or electricity. I don't know. Thing is that electricity in this game is always purple. It's not really like blue lightning, so you can't really tell the difference apart. So.
Or maybe she won't need that element. Maybe she'll be a totally new dynamic. Who knows?
That'd be cool.
I would love it if it was Dendro. I've been waiting for a Dendro character this entire time.
Oh, Dendro, right.
Yeah, because we've been looking for something that melts water shields. Yeah, and so far, like, fire and electric are like so. But nothing like melts it quick. Like whenever you see a fire shield, you're like, oh, let me use water. And it's gone in a second. Mm-hmm. But with a water shield, you're like, this is going to take
forever. Yeah. Well, that's why I haven't touched a game for a while. I'm going to wait for 2.5, maybe 2.1. Whenever Horizon Zero Dawn Girl comes in, I'll join in for a second. But
I think that's in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But you will be touching GTA 6 when it comes out in a couple years, baby.
GTA 6.
Rick and Morty.
I got.
Forever.
Let me not even be. I won't be able to find a video about this before I was getting copyrighted. So I'm gonna go to some images. Let's just go put a fucking image up in there. Let's put a fake one.
Yeah, and also we're a little bit of the Grand Theft Auto remastered trilogy. Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, the best one. They're remastering those games, supposedly, according to this article from IGN. But yeah, GTA 6 coming in a couple of years.
Do you think GTA 6 would just be like a nice souped up version of 5, or would it add some future elements to it?
I don't know, man. New characters, new story. They don't, I mean, there's a formula to it, right?
Yeah.
They tell the story of an area through a couple of characters. Right. Well, I mean, with GTA 5, they were like, "Oh, we're going to take you through 3 distinctly different characters. It's normally just one character."
Yeah.
But
So
they can keep going with that.
this time. 4 or 5 characters. Switch between Mark,
multiply. They do
Karen, Brent, Tyrone.
Or the character is you.
You decide. You decide. You get to choose whatever genitalia you want, like in Cyberpunk.
We're basically gonna just do a Telltale Walking Dead game.
Telltale Walking Dead.
Choose your own adventure.
Dude, honestly,
you want to ice this fool?
True. I think the best thing they could do, I know it's so popular, it makes no sense to do so because people still buy the full retail game to do it. But I wish they made a free-to-play online version, or at least a cheap, accessible online version of it, because people are having fun mostly with the online. I mean, people play the story, but a lot of the cool stuff that happens is online, you know, in terms of people getting to play and stuff like that. And then, you know, stories more so like when people do mods, like crazy wacky mods. Like I saw one for Invincible.
Yeah,
I saw Omni-Man mod. Yeah, that shit was fucking
crazy.
Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
I mean, and what was the I mean, there's GTA like RPG style now.
Yeah.
Like basically like role playing on servers, custom servers.
Jesus Christ.
Kind of like Minecraft, but like with a story element to it. People are encouraged like not to kill each other. You can have jobs and all that good stuff. They might do something like that. Yeah, GTA, but it's Sims. You just
if they want to, bro, they could do that. Oh my
yeah,
God.
it's Sims, but like every once in a while, you gotta jack a fool, ice somebody.
This is from TK Birth. I'm not sure if you can see it. Hold up. So Rebirth, TK Rebirth. This is your video. We're just hijacking it to showcase your Omni-Man versus Invincible GTA fight in the background.
Oh man,
you think that they'll make mods more accessible? Like they should do it, right? They should embrace that because that's like the main thing that a lot of people love about GTA 5 right now. Like the mods, the crazy servers. Our boy Ralph, shout out to Ralph. I mean, was really invested in GTA 5 too, so I think there's a lot of like big following for that market.
Oh yeah, it's a huge community now, especially. Yeah. I think it's only grown. Yeah, you know, like if they did it like Steam Workshop, you know how like you could just grab other people's mods and just drop them in, like, you know, and you know it might be the same thing as like you know, they took Half-Life 2 and they just keep doing things with Half-Life 2. You know,
Valve was just taking their sweet ass time to release the game. They were to do a Half-Life VR, which wasn't bad, but it's now Half-Life 3, bro.
But yeah, you could make like totally like workshop,
Yeah,
things in GTA. Yeah, open it up and let us mod your game for you, Rockstar.
exactly.
That way you don't have to spend years developing the game.
Dude, yeah, it was like it was a local mod that improved the speeds. It took GTA has been out for years, and it took a local mod to improve the speeds by like 60 or some crazy high percentage. I'm like, bro, it took a dude that's not even part of your dev team to do it, and yet your dev team didn't do it.
Look, nothing beats the power of the internet.
Yeah, that's true.
The internet is undefeated.
Always.
We win every damn time.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I can't wait to see wacky other mods, but like in more of a. I mean, the game doesn't look that bad, but it's definitely showing its age. GTA 5 sometimes. Like there's like realistic mods there, but it's still nowhere near the crazy details of like, the new Battlefield and all these new games coming out. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I can't wait to. I just hope it doesn't take like until the new PS6 and the Xbox Series X2. The fuck, Microsoft? We're gonna call that shit, man.
Xbox Y, Xbox Z.
What the fuck are you gonna call that shit, dude? Like,
Xbox Computer Blue.
make up your freaking mind. So, and other things that people had to make up their mind with. Sony officially bought out Crunchyroll, and it's I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, we like assumed that it was like already a dumb deal.
Yeah,
like when we talked about it months ago.
Yeah.
But now it's like done.
Yeah, it's fully done.
And I don't like Funimation that much.
Yeah, they my thing that was weird is that they didn't whatchamacallit? They didn't make the movie like Demon Slayer is only on Funimation if you want to watch it online and streaming. It's not on Crunchyroll. So you still have to pay for that service.
I mean, I would enjoy the idea of having access to more things. But I don't trust that Funimation will do that properly. Like, and like my Crunchyroll account, like, am I gonna have to pay more now because I'm getting access to more things, or like, what are you gonna do, Funimation?
So they did say it's plans to create a unified anime subscription service experience as soon as possible. So I'm hoping that they will either take the Crunchyroll brand because it's a little bit more popular and just insert Funimation content in Crunchyroll and just update that, because they did. Crunchyroll
would be perfect.
That would be the best thing to do. I would not want them to do what was it, VRV Verve was trying to do, where it was like you sign into this account, merged in, it was a botchy app experience. Nah, bro, just you already fixed up your app on Crunchyroll.
I had Verve, but I used it as like Crunchyroll, right? Like I literally was just like, no, I have a Crunchyroll subscription. I'm not paying you, Verve.
Yeah.
I will only watch my Crunchyroll stuff. And it was always a struggle because sometimes it just automatically disconnected my Crunchyroll account. I was just like, thanks. Thanks, Verve.
Verve. The death of Verve. Totally not gonna miss you at all.
I remember the moment I started seeing people like anime YouTubers. They were like, they went from doing Verve sponsorships all the time to like Crunchyroll, and there was like no acknowledgement that Verve was
existed.
like a big thing.
They was like, what the fuck is Verve, huh? What is that shit? Like, oh yeah, that thing that we used to do back in the day. It's like 3D movies and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, look, there's this anime streaming war that's coming. Like, it's like catching up to Netflix versus Hulu type stuff.
Netflix been suggesting
Netflix wants to get in the game too.
Yeah, Netflix been suggesting some good animes to me. Amazon has their own collection as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Vinland Saga can carry that whole freaking
Yo,
platform.
dude, yeah. If they do Villain Saga season 2, which I'm not sure if they're gonna do, but they can. They also have. There's a good anime on Amazon. It was about this old man that they got in an encounter by aliens, and his body changed into a cybernetic being. So, and there's another kid that was there with him at the park that also got changed to a cybernetic being. So the old man was using his powers for good, but the kid was like killing people, robbing places.
Oh, like you do. Yeah,
I guess.
that's why I didn't prototype when I.
Yeah. So then prototype. And then the old man's there trying to stop him because he's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" So it's a pretty interesting. It's a really good anime, and honestly, it was way before its time. Like way before its time. Also, I think no one was looking for animes on Amazon Prime.
I don't even look for TV shows on Amazon.
Yeah, I look for particular movies. If I'm on it, I'm like, oh look, that's cool. Let me check it out. But
yeah,
I'm not always on it. I usually go. My thing is like Netflix, then I go to Hulu, then Prime.
Well, we go to Disney.
HBO.
We go to Disney Plus if.
Oh yeah, if it's but Disney Plus is like when that one show comes on, I'll check it out. But everything else,
yeah,
I hardly use Disney. To be honest.
Yeah, I think
it's like
I was watching Anastasia the other night. It's just like, the
one.
old
Movie. Oh
yeah.
That's true. They have a collection of like legacy shows, which is solid.
If you're in a mood where you're like, I want to watch some Disney stuff. I mean, I'm kind of a Hamilton guy. Didn't see In the Heights, so I'm not a total Lin-Manuel Miranda.
My thing is that they have to. I feel like there needs to be a limit. You know how like there's a limit. Well, I can't compare it because it's two different things. Like the Uber and the Lyft, like no more. Like after that, they have to limit the goddamn streaming movie services and shit like that, bro. Like Paramount Plus, Peacock. What else? Huh? Where the fuck else are we gonna add in? Like Showtime Plus.
We'll always figure out how to get things. Like,
Boy, like holy crap, man! Like, oh yeah, you can't watch this show. You wait, like The Office is like only on what, Paramount, I think.
Yeah, Paramount Plus.
You can't watch.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and then Friends is on.
Or is it Peacock? Oh, actually, I think it's on one, and then I think it's gonna end up going back to Peacock or whatever. Yeah, they had a weird deal. Like, it's like, oh, I didn't know that.
I care less about that shit, man. That fucking
yeah. Well, hey.
Plus. The
important thing is that one service died. Quibi.
Oh, Quibi, yeah.
Quibi's gone. So what the hell is a Quibi?
Rest in peace, Quibi. Bitch. I think actually,
how mad would you be if you were an investor and you're like, oh, all these streaming services are popping off. Like, I'm going to invest in this one.
It literally popped. It literally was making Quibi during the worst time ever because their demand was the traveler, the commuter. That was their target, and no one was commuting during the pandemic, so it made it redundant. And also, it's just like there's people watching the shows and they're like, "Yeah, dude, yeah, okay, 15 minutes or 15 seconds. How's that? 15 minutes, right?"
Yeah, it was like 10 to 20 minutes a lot of times.
And I was just like, it's weird watching it because it's like you're watching it vertically, but a lot of people are saying like the shows aren't that up there. But I think Quibi's shows got turned over to either one of the P's, Peacock or Paramount. It's one of those two. I defaulted if it's not part of the HBO, Amazon, Hulu, Netflix club. It's always one of those off.
You remember when they tried to make YouTube Red hot?
Man,
like it's like that. They threw a bunch of money at people.
Stupid.
I mean, popular creators
marketing
to be in things. But...
You know how they botched that? Because they don't know how to do a goddamn homepage correctly, bro. Like,
bro, I don't know why they think that people want to see scripted television shows.
Right.
Like,
on YouTube.
YouTubers can't act.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Now, if it's good like fan tributes, like the My Hero one was pretty good. Like some of the Dark Maul that was made by a Star Wars fan, like high quality ones.
Yeah. A passion project.
Right, passion projects, right. Yeah. But if you just start doing like, oh yeah, PewDiePie has its own show. Like, all right, that's cool. You know, respect to you.
Well, that might have been one of the only good ones.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's probably the good ones.
It,
yeah.
But...
And then there was Marcus Brownlee with his like dope tech stuff, and that was cool
too.
Yeah,
I think the MythBusters had a show too.
Yeah. They had one. But it's just like, besides that, and I don't know where those are at. I can't find those when I go on the homepage. I get served whatever bad shit the algorithm thinks Sam would like.
But I do know that we both pay for premium though.
Yeah, we do.
But not for the exclusives. We pay because we just don't want to see ads.
Yeah, I don't want to see ads. I like YouTube Music too. That comes along with my shit.
Yeah.
And
YouTube is like a part of my daily life, unfortunately.
Yeah, I have to be on. I hate the ads with passion. And if I get to see ads on mobile or any platform, like casting, and I see ads, fuck it. I'm done. I don't want to watch it.
Look, time is money, people.
And
don't waste my time.
They be doing some long ads now. It's like 30 seconds to a 2-minute ad.
You be watching a podcast, ad 8 minutes in, 16 minutes in.
Dude, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. I'd rather just pay the premium and just call it a day and just like, nah. I don't want to do that. Speaking of that, you're not gonna see any ads on this one.
Reach out to us.
Yes.
Anime NYC. You know my number.
There we go. Do you want to do our one sponsor segment at the very end of this, where no one will listen to it, or we could cut it up and put it in the front?
We could,
right? Welcome to Anchor. Is our sponsor. Anchor is a place you can distribute, create, and monetize on your podcast all for free. I'm literally on the Anchor's website. You could go ahead and upload all your shit, and like all these nice people that are smiling on their phones like that. Yeah, you could do that too. You could record. You could do some nice close ASMR stuff against your phone, and it's all free. They give you action, they give you stats, they upload it to all different types of platforms, from your Android, fucking Wade is over there, from Apple. What the fuck is my camera? Right there. Yeah. And all those cool things for free. So go to anchor.fm/Slade Wade to follow us, but go to Anchor FM if you want to sign up and make your own account. That's been our sponsor for this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's our first time we're showing our beautiful, ugly, smug faces in a long fucking time. And if you like it, give us a thumbs up. If you think we look ugly, go ahead and leave that comment. We appreciate the love. If we think we should lose weight, hey man, we're going for COVID pandemic part 2 right here. You know, we got.
Look, I'm trying to gain weight, son.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some mass in my arms. You know, I'm gonna lose soon. You know, prevent the
Ka-chow. It fucking goes in.
I should put a sound effect. like a fart sound.
Yeah, one of those like squishy toys.
And he has a fucking Dragon Ball Z shirt like that. Yeah, my Brooklyn Captain America shirt.
I'm from Queens.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys hopefully not in 3 months, right? Slade. Wait, Slade. I'm Slade. Wade.
Well, with that attitude, maybe 6 months.
6 months. Next
Slade Wade Podcast, 100 years.
100 years. New episodes every year, once a year.
Whenever we feel like it, dude.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Whenever we find some cool shit they want to talk about and show our smug faces, hopefully we could update backdrops too, and what the fuck is going on in Wade's
I
house.
can promise you that things will change back there.
Yeah, I'll promise you slight variation changes. There might be some lighting and hopefully, not sneaker boxes behind me. All right,
Yes, sir.
pieces, dudes. See you guys
Deuce.
next time.